I'm Courtney, and today we're making digital vision boards. A vision board is a goal-setting tool used to help you manifest the life you want. Traditionally, these are done by cutting out images from magazines or newspapers and then pasting them on a board in a collage. Here's an example of a digital vision board, where you collect online images and organize them virtually. You can use it to plan the next 6 months, year, or even just your next vacation. This is a great tool for thinking positively about the future. For our board, we're going to think of what we'd really like our life to look like in 6 months. Before we start our boards, we need to think of our goals. Take out a piece of paper or open a document on your computer to type in. I've picked some categories, but feel free to add your own. My categories are academic, financial, career, travel, health, and hobbies. I am also going to create a category called quotes, so I can include a quote or two that inspires me and motivates me on my board. To keep my board short, I'm only going to pick one goal for each category. The more goals you have, the bigger your digital board may be. Feel free to think of some of your own goals right now. If you have trouble setting goals, think of the SMART method. A goal should be specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-based. For example, one of my goals is to read 20 more books in the next 6 months. It's more important that these goals be SMART than that they impress anyone else. Next, we'll create a folder to store this and our pictures in. I'm going to minimize my documents so that way I can create this folder on the desktop. I'm going to right-click, New, Folder, and we're going to call it Digital Vision Board. This is the best place to save your list and your images. Next, we'll need to search for some images. These images should be representative of your goals and meaningful to you. There are lots of places to get free quality images online. Some suggestions are Pexels, Pixabay, Google Images, and Unsplash. When using Google Images, make sure to use the advanced settings to allow for free to use and share images. If you use social media, Pinterest is also a great place to search for images. However, not all of these may be allowed for reuse, so make sure that you are only using this vision board for your personal use. As you search, make sure you're saving your images to your folder. This makes the creation process a lot quicker. I'll use a mix of these sites so you can see what they look like. First, we'll check out Pixabay. It's important to give your files names that you recognize, so that way you remember where you wanted to use them. You may find that you have to try a couple different times before you find a picture that you really, really love. When using Google Images, it's important to use the Advanced Search option. This is where you can select to filter by free to use or share. I'm going to go back to Pixabay because I just love all of the quality images that they have on here. And that's the last image I'll need to download. Now that we've got all of our images, it's time to put them together. I like to use Canva to create collages, and this is what I'm going to use for our digital vision board. A basic account is free and the site is user-friendly. However, you could use web-based Microsoft Office, such as PowerPoint, or Google Slides to create your board as well. We're going to create a design, then flyer. On the far left-hand menu, we're going to select Uploads, and then we're going to navigate to the folder that has all of our pictures in it. And then we can highlight all the images and upload them all at once. After uploading, we're going to drag all of our images to the flyer. Canva has lots of tools for fonts and for adding filters and putting images in the front or in the back that you can use to make it really your own. I'm going to go ahead and start dragging and dropping some of these images over here. Very last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a filter to all of these to make them extra festive. It can be really fun to play around with all of these filters and see which one that you like the best or feels best describes your goals the most. So now our board is done. The next thing we need to do is we need to rename it up here, and we're going to call it Digital Vision Board, and we're going to make sure we save it again over here. Next, we're going to download it as an image so we can set it as our desktop background. So to do that, you're going to click Download, and you're going to make sure it's a PNG high quality image, and then you're going to click Download, and it'll end up in your Downloads folder just like the other images. If you'd like to select it as your background screen on your phone, you can do that using the Canva app and download to your phone, or you can open this image and download it to your phone and set it as your lock screen. So there's our board. To set it as our background screen, we're just going to right click it and do Set as Desktop Background, and I'll shrink everything so you guys can see it. There you go. To interact more with your board, you can spend more time writing out your goals. Creating an action plan for each goal can help make it feel more achievable. Think about what challenges you might face in getting to this goal and brainstorm ways to get through them. The library has lots of resources for setting goals and to help you reach your goals, listed in our blog. Thank you for watching. I hope you love your personal digital vision board.